Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to a severe weather update from Weather Iowa. Of course, we are streaming live currently on several social media platforms with an update. Latest update from the Storm Prediction Center. Severe thunderstorms likely later today, damaging winds to 75 miles per hour possible, large hail and heavy rain. Those seem to be the main threats for our area. So we'll run down what they're thinking as far as the latest weather information. I'm going to remove this here. Welcome to Weather Iowa Central here. I am Jared Allen here from our home studio here. But anyway, let's get to what they're thinking here today. This is the latest update as of about an hour ago from the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center. They've actually expanded the enhanced risk of severe weather further east to include Mason City, to include Hampton, all of Hancock, Winnebago, Cerro Gordo, Franklin, Wright, Humboldt, Fort Dodge area, all under the enhanced risk. They've expanded that area to further east with the potential severe weather threat that is possible for our area later today. Here's some information, too, from the Storm Prediction Center. It says blue dash denotes greatest risk for 75 mile per hour plus winds, which include pretty much the entire enhanced risk area. So the green dash is the greatest risk I should say, for 2+ inch hail coming up here a little bit later today. So that kind of gives you an idea if you look at the map there. Scattered thunderstorms with severe wind gusts are expected today and tonight from the central northern plains southeastward into the Ohio Valley. Isolated large to very large hail will be possible from the mid-Missouri Valley into the Dakotas. Primary risks, damaging wind gusts are likely, along with a risk of large hail and a couple of tornadoes. A conditional risk for wind gusts exceeding 80 miles per hour may occur should a more organized bow echo develop during the late afternoon into the evening. Safety actions, of course, continue to monitor the latest forecast. Of course, we'll keep you up to date with the latest weather information right here on Weather Iowa. So let's get into, obviously, we've got the enhanced risk. You see it there. Damaging wind threat. Wind gusts in excess of 75 miles per hour possible in this red area, which includes Algona, Fort Dodge, Ames, Mason City. Small risk of a tornado, 2 to 4%, which isn't very high, but the probability of us seeing severe wind gusts in the red shaded areas is 45 to 59%, while the yellow areas are 15 to 29%. So as you head east of, including the Charles City, Waterloo areas, you've got less likelihood of some damaging winds as those thunderstorms continue to progress eastward across the state of Iowa. I'm looking at mainly a time frame of after 9 o'clock this evening. So here you on the left, you got far left, I should say, you've got tornadoes possible, damaging winds 60 to 80 miles per hour in the hashed area. You could see winds in excess of 75 miles per hour with this line of thunderstorms that is expected to move through. In the yellow area here, a quarter to ping pong ball size hail possible. 1 inch to inch and a half possible. That is mainly over the western portion of Iowa, but as the storms move east, the potential for hail significantly decreases. But obviously, if you get like a bow echo effect, which, I mean, obviously you've heard the term derecho, those are kind of form into a bow echo radar image, which I'll get to here in just a second as far as what they are thinking as far as weather information. Now, severe weather timing. Let's look here. This is from the National Weather Service, 9 to 11 for the Des Moines area. Atlantic from 7 to 9. You've got Denison from 3 to 5. Ames from 9 to 11. So Mason City, Clear Lake, I'm thinking same time frame, 9 to 11 p.m. And, of course, lots of fuel for these thunderstorms coming up later today. There is a heat advisory in effect until 7 for Fort Dodge, Ames, Des Moines, Grinnell, just to the west of Grinnell, Atlantic, those areas under a heat advisory until 7 o'clock this evening. So here's the latest model run update as far as what we're thinking as far as thunderstorm activity. Let's just fast forward here. 9 o'clock. So you've got thunderstorms developing on the western portion of the state. You get to after 10, they're still moving eastward, and then you get here to where the thunderstorm complex kind of merges into that area, and then you've got this line of thunderstorms that continues to move east across the area. I'm going to take a peek at one of these other weather models once, just to see, the comparison as far as what they think will be happening. I want to make sure I've got the latest model run here. We're looking at 9 p.m. same time frame. We've got thunderstorms to the west of Fort Dodge at that point. And then, of course, you've got kind of a bow echo around 10 p.m., which obviously indicates strong winds when a line of thunderstorms moving through. And obviously, this information is going to change throughout the day. So that's one of the other models predicting the weather here. I'll go back to this one here, see if this is the latest. I'm going to move forward here. That's kind of an older model there. We're going to move to the latest. So this shows 1 o'clock here today. Things have definitely changed. Obviously, you compare the model run that I just showed you compared to the latest model run with the latest update from the Storm Prediction Center. You've got thunderstorms 10 o'clock, and then you've kind of got a line of thunderstorms that's kind of trying to develop here. I'm thinking around midnight, Mason City area, somewhere in there, kind of like what the Weather Service is thinking. Here you go, 11 p.m. You've got thunderstorms just to the west of the Kossuth County. You got thunderstorms over Winnebago, Hancock, and Worth County at that point, and that line will advance east, kind of form into a line here over eastern Iowa as it moves into Wisconsin. So I'm thinking most of the heaviest activity will occur after 9 o'clock this evening as these thunderstorms kind of move into the area. I'm going to switch to a different, basically the same model run but a different angle with some different data here. You can see the thunderstorm, basically the same kind of thing. So I would say probably for us here in northern Iowa, anytime after 9 o'clock this evening to kind of stick in. Obviously, this will change here over the next several hours as things kind of develop here, but that kind of gives you a rundown as to what we're expecting for severe weather. So I would say for most of us here in the I-35 corridor here, this area here, we're looking at between 9 and 11 p.m. before that here in this area. So we'll keep an eye on the weather situation of here. Of course, you can, you can tip us, of course, anytime. We'd love to hear from you. You can drop any comments in the section there. Make sure you spread the word. Share with your friends. If you're following us on social media, use the exclamation point, lowercase notify, I should say, not notify, notify. And you'll get notifications when we go live here on the Weather Iowa Facebook page. Hopefully everybody stays safe. Potential severe weather, of course, for our area later today. I'm thinking after 9 o'clock this evening, we'll have any watches and warnings posted here via the Weather Iowa social media platforms. Thanks for watching. Everybody stay safe.